Shalom. Before I get started, I would like to give all praise and infinite glory into Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachel Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well, and peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out the truth with all diligence and also putting their lives on the line to do so. I'm the brother Karas out of GMS Atlanta, here with the article, as you can see entitled on the screen, and this is from Apple. The Apple News. It's actually an article from National Geographic. And this is the time, that we're coming to, man. Because the prophecies is speaking now more than ever. And we have to continue, to look into these things to prepare ourselves for the troubling times that's coming, pursuant to Ephesians, the 5th chapter, and the 15th verse, But nevertheless, I'm gonna, read this article, which this is actually a heavy article, man. So it says 1 in 6 Americans could go hungry in 2020 as pandemic persists. It says with the holidays nearing, miles-long food lines are a hint at how hunger in America could soon surpass the peak of 2007 of the 2007 recession. See, people are already looking towards 2021. And we still have a whole month left here in 2020. Where more death and destruction can come to the wicked of these people. As these holidays are approaching, So it says by Nina Strochlik, Salakia if I mispronounced that name. It says published November 25th, 2020. So this is actually a day ago. But it says early one morning in mid-November, Tricia Cunningham, the president of North Texas Food Bank, arrived at a sprawling fairground in southern Dallas that hosts the annual Texas State Fair. 4 lines of cars snaked for miles from the entrance toward the skyscrapers downtown. Some of the drivers had arrived the night before and slept in their cars, waiting for a box of food that would help them get through Thanksgiving. So these people camp in their cars overnight, miles of cars, waiting for a box of food for one day, man. This is signs of the troubling times that's coming, of the famine. Where these people are going to starve, because of lack of food. Lack of food in the grocery stores, lack of food in your local gas stations. No more online shopping. Your internet is going to be cut off. No more, clicking the Instacart app, and have someone bring you the groceries. The famine is coming to America, man. This is located in Texas. You see? So you can see this chart here. It says, I'm going to read it, and you can also, take a picture or screenshot it, if you want, or whatever the case may be. But it says people in food insecure households in the U.S. As you can see the chart, it's spiked, I'll start, at 33.2 million people. I'm not sure what year that is. Year 2000. It was 33.2 million food insecure households in the United States in the year 2000. In the year 2019, it only it went to 35.2, and it fluctuated, as you can see in between, and you can see the 2007, the financial crisis, it spiked up. But as you can see, the projected numbers from 2019 to 2020 is projected at 50.4 million people. That's a huge spike, man. So the Lord is increasing these prophecies, man. This is beautiful. That's why we say call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man, because the Lord is making us, or making His words more evident as the days, as the second, as the years go by, man. He's showing who His true men are, because the apostles and elders have been saying this, man. And I'm going to get to the scriptures, but this article has a lot of information in it. I just want to bring it out, But as you can see, the purple line below, in the year 2000, it says 12.9 million children. I'm not sure if that's stating that. This for children only. So it says 12.9 million children in the year 2000. As you can see in the year 2019 is at 10.7 million, but the year 2020 is spiked up as the orange line did. I believe that's 17 million children, man. You see? So these men, women, and children, a lot of millions of people are going to die from starvation, man. And this is the time that we're coming to, man, whether you want to believe it or not. You see? So continuing reading, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, just for sake of, time, but if you want, I'll try to remember to drop the link, in the description box. And, but it says by the end of this year, more than 50 million people will experience food insecurity. According to Feeding America, the country's largest hunger relief organization, that's 1 in 6 Americans and 1 in 4 children, nearly a 50% increase from 2019. And this is, just, estimated numbers. It could be higher. It could be higher than just, 50% increase, man. And it says a Northwestern University study in June found that food needs had doubled nationally, man, and tripled for households with children. The pandemic has laid bare how many people are one paycheck or medical bill away from hunger, man. And this pandemic, is not over. It's certain states, that's going right back into a lockdown. These coronavirus numbers haven't decreased, man. They're still going up. So as these holidays, kick around, you got your family gathering, your family gatherings, the Black Fridays, the Cyber Mondays, Christmas, New Year's. All of these are huge celebrations that people gather around each other, and these numbers are going to continue to spike up. So not only are these cases going to increase, also the amount of families, that's in need, of food and hungry is going to increase as well. So I'm not going to read, the whole article, as you can see here, and this is the Israelites, man. It says Black, Native, and Hispanic communities are being disproportionately impacted. Woo, man. This is prophecy speaking, man. This is nothing but the curses that's being put on the Israelites, man. It says this is a story about racial and ethnic disparities, both food insecurity and the story of the coronavirus, says Emily Engelhard, who oversees Feeding America's research unit. The populations and geographies that started in the most disadvantaged state of food insecurity are the ones that are getting hit the hardest. The Israelites, man, because the scriptures speak about the poor, you know, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says the most acute needs are in areas where the majority of residents are black or Native American. Of the top 25 counties with the highest projected food insecurities rates, only 4, all in Kentucky, are majority white. You see? So that's why our people need Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because Esau, as you can see here, Esau not, in, need of help. They got their foods in their stores, but the Israelites, Jake, are getting hit, man. But, like I mentioned before, I'm not going to read the whole article. I just drop it in the link, but I'm going to get, a couple of scriptures, just for, edification's sake. So this is Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And that's speaking of America, man. Also known as Babylon in the scriptures. Death, plagues, death, and mourning and famine all should come in one day. So that's a huge amount of death and destruction that's coming to this place, man. As you saying, like I mentioned in the article, millions of people are about to be affected by not only the famine, but these pestilence, and these missiles, and whatever else case may be, what the Lord means as far as these plagues, man. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. So all these signs that the Lord, has been allowing us to see, this is a sign that, a lot is about to change, man. Our everyday lives are about to change. We have to prepare ourselves with the scriptures in order to endure and to fight through these things, man. We have to, man, or else, we'll just be like, those of them, who don't have the truth, unprepared. You don't want to go into this thing unprepared, man. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Basically almost the same precept as the one I read in Luke 21. But the scriptures just showing you that famine, and death and destruction, and all sorts of things are coming to this place, man. We just take these news articles and just basically link it up with what the scriptures say. So this is I'm gonna get 2 more scriptures and I'm gonna go ahead and close out. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see, so the Lord is going to bring these things and these plagues, this famine, these missiles, the beasts of the field, he's going to Leviathan, he's going to bring all these things and they're going to come to pass because wickedness has polluted the earth, man. The so-called white man has polluted the earth, therefore his kingdom has to be destroyed. And like the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter says, one that, he's going to raise up one that is profitable, man. You see? Verse 7, it says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. You see, so the souls of the just, which ultimately are the elect 144,000, 1/3, we're going to complain continually unto the Lord to get us out of this place, and to look out for us for these troubling times, or when these troubling times come, So we're just in, the beginning stages, man. These things really haven't even kicked off yet, So this is, we have to prepare our mind and understand that these things are going to come to pass. You see it in the article that I brought out. So I'm going to end it with this scripture in Romans 38 and 35, which is one of my favorite scriptures. And it says, who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? None of those things should separate us from the love, that we have of Yahushua, man. And like the scriptures say, these things are going to come to pass, man. That famine is coming, man. And it's going to hit hard. Millions of people are going to be affected by this famine. That article that I read was just one state. The Lord is no joke. He's nothing to be played around with, man. We have to prepare ourselves, man. Verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all those things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. You see, so the scriptures say we are more than conquerors. So those who fight and continue to fight, and we're going to make it through these troubling times, man. Abba Ratzazah, because we trusted in the Lord, and to look out for us, man, to feed us in those troubling times, pursuing the Isaiah the 65th chapter. We're going to rejoice because we did what the Lord, asked us to do. So that was pretty much all I had. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praise and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double line to the apostle and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Till the next time, I say shalom.